guys, welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 3. Look at that. Started a recording with the sun coming up for a change. Alright, so, if you'll notice, the day that we're on is now at 108. I actually left the game running for a few hours on its own accord while I was out doing other things and being at work, so that all my automation and things running on their own would continue without me and I could get some work done. So, let's see. Most obviously, we're going to start on this end over here. I reorganized some of the machinery here. I made a slice and splice. Didn't take too long to get the material for that. The hardest part was having a zombie skull, but luckily I had one in the mob farm over there. Alloy smelter got moved from the front of the lava generator here, up here on this row, and then the sag mill that was hiding off in the back got moved over here. And I made some energy conduits. These are just the base level energy conduits from Ender.io that fit right here in this row. They transmit 640 RF per tick maximum, which is way more than I actually have right now. The lava generator only outputs 80 RF per tick. So yeah, I don't have to worry about any kind of hitting the limit on that yet. Not using anywhere near enough power for that. On the other side, I decided, you know what, I need redstone, and I need to not have to work on redstone every time I need redstone. So I set up a couple of more auto hammers, because the setup with the cobblestone, or the gravel being sifted, was producing quite a bit of iron. So I took a bunch of iron. I think these only take 10 iron to make, plus 2 diamonds and 2 sticks for the hammer. So that's 30 iron right there. It's like a half a stack. No big deal. So I took the iron, made 2 extra auto hammers, linked them all up in a row. So first the cobblestone comes from the chest here, through this conduit into that hammer, hammers it into gravel. It's being exported to the right into the other hammer. The texture on that one, I don't know. For some reason the cobblestone texture here has been glitched out for like all day, so I don't know, but that should be cobblestone texture. That goes across here to the gravel. Gravel gets hammered down into sand. Right, yeah, there it went. That goes up and back one. Up a space, back a space, to the side of this other auto hammer. That's turning the sand into dust. The dust is then going out here into the auto sieve with the diamond mesh. I moved it over here. Instead of using the flint or iron one, we're using the diamond one in here. So we have dust over diamond to get redstone. And that is exported up into this chest here, which I've laid out a grid of items for it to fill up. And I've been keeping an eye on it. So that's been running about 5 hours today by itself. So yeah, that's been kicking out the redstone, and I don't even have to worry about it. Before I switched it to that, though, I wanted to get a pretty good stockpile of all the other metals, besides gold, because gold is the only metal that you get from this setup, as you can see here. So there's the back stock of metal that I have. Pretty good amount. And there should be a little bit back here also that I haven't sorted yet. Yeah, just the leftover little bits. So let's toss those in there. Make blocks out of these. This is basically what I've been doing. Have a full stack of ingots plus whatever's left over. Anything more than that second stack, take out 63. Make 7 blocks from it, like so. And put the blocks down at the bottom. Keeps everything nice and organized. And miscellaneous metals and ingots or nuggets go over here on the right in these 2 rows, but I don't really have a lot of that yet. Let's see, making my way around here after all of that is explained. Added 2 layers or 3 layers to the smeltery here, so I can put more things in at a time. That was mostly just to expedite this process. And then the bottleneck was here, at the casting table. So I made a second casting setup and put it on top of here. You can't really see it, but it's there. And they both act exactly the same. The metal goes out into both of them. And just to prevent it from being like half an ingot in one and half in the other, the one on top is set to in and out. So if it doesn't fill up all the way and begin making an ingot, it will try to export it down into the other one. So this one at the bottom has priority this way. But anytime an ingot is formed in either one, the item conduit pulls the ingot out and puts it into this chest right here. So just kind of doubled the production there. In my Sky Factory 2.5 world, I think I had a stack of these, and there was like 4 casting tables, and then like there was like a 2x2 of casting tables at the bottom, and then there was like a 2x5 of the basins, these right here at the top of that. So any amount of metals that you could pump into it, it could cast with no trouble whatsoever without even slowing down. And I was throwing like hundreds of things through it at a time, so it got kind of ridiculous. But the conduits were just straight up. There was like the connection to the drain, and there was just a row of conduits straight up. So then there was 2 tables on this side, 2 on that side, and then like 5 basins and 5 basins. And each one of them had liquid and item conduit. So then here at the bottom was the chest that they went into. But so the fluids would go up, they would cast, and then the same conduit that took the liquids up would pull the items out and bring it back down to the chest. So really nice setup for that. It's all automated here. I don't have to really worry about it. This lava tank is still at 247.7 buckets out of 256 buckets, so like not even starting to make a dent in it, and I still have that entire other full tank of the same size over there. So this is going to last quite a long time. After what I do today, I might go ahead and make a second lava generator, because I was looking at the lava that's in these crucibles here. This one is full, that one is full, this one is like basically empty, and this one is totally full. So one lava generator is actually being fed by one crucible. And I think maybe this one. Yeah, this one ticks down a couple of points of lava every so often. So really, one lava generator is like 1 point, a very low decimal. Like what, 2 out of 4,000? Yeah, it looks like it goes down 2 points every time. Yeah, 2 out of 4,000. So very, very low decimal point of lava from this crucible here. So really, I could run 3 lava generators and never run out of lava here, judging by that. Almost 4 actually, but then I would actually have a deficit, a very, very slow deficit, and eventually run out and have the generator stall. But I could run 3 of them, so I might make 3, and I could very easily just put these anywhere along this line here. It doesn't have to be in that same exact spot, but I could put them anywhere along this line here on the sides of these conduits and have the exact same output as that one has. So anyway, so what we're going to do today is I have all this power generation, and it's just kind of sitting here doing nothing. I have extra power. Actually, right now I think I'm breaking even, because these are 20, 40, 60, and then that one's 20. Yeah, so 20, 40, 60, 80. So it's actually breaking even right now. But when I make a second and third lava generator, we're going to have an extra 80 and 160 RF per tick outbound. That's going nowhere. So we need somewhere to store that power. And that's what I'll be doing. So we are going to be making the RF Tools Simple Powercell, just because why not? I like the way these function. And they are wireless Redstone transmission, wireless RF power transmission across a pretty good distance. And then if you get a certain distance away, it starts to tax you on the power going across because of the distance. So I guess without any ado, let's go ahead and make these things. So we need 4 blocks of redstone in the corners. Let's go ahead and make that twice, because I'm going to make 2 of these. Then we also need 2 machine frames, which are 4 iron, 2 gold nuggets, and 2 lapis each. So go ahead and make the 2 of those. And then we need 2 nether quartz and 2 diamonds for each of them. And there's everything. So we have our 2 simple power cells. So normally, achievement get store all the power. Here's what they look like normally. Just kind of gray, greenish. Kind of like an off-green gray color. But you can right-click. You can set these to be input or output, like all sides at once. I think you can also configure each side of it individually if you have the RF tools like wrench type item, which I might have. Hang on a second. I do have a set of random tools over here. Ender IO and extra utilities. Okay, so I guess I don't have that. It might be a screwdriver of some sort, actually. But anyway, I don't have the tool for that quite yet. So we're just going to use one for nothing but input and one for nothing but output. So first off, we're going to set all sides to... how do I change it? In? Yeah. Set all sides to accept energy. So we're going to do that. So it turns to this blue square here. That's input. The other one we're going to set to output. Now that's an orange square. So blue in, orange out. Easy to remember. And now these are not connected in any way, shape, or form. They're totally independent items right now. And they remember what they're set to. And I'm pretty sure they store their power. If you have power stored and you break it and move it, it will keep the power stored. It doesn't delete it or break it in any way. Alright, so input. This thing has an ID of 0, and I think that one's going to have an ID of 1 if they have an ID, but right now they're not identified at all. What we want to do is have them paired together so they share their power storage so that one can accept and the other can transmit all the time and share a power pool between them. So we are going to make the Powercell card here, and I'm pretty sure I only need one of these. So we're going to put it in that one. You just right click it and it goes in there. From the inventory here, you can put it in this slot right here. So now it says link ID 1. So now that it has the link ID on this power card, I'm going to take it out, take it over here, and there's this slot at the bottom that says link. You want to put it in that, I think. Is that right? Or is that unlinked now? So I put it in there. It's probably the other one. Link ID 2. Okay, yeah, I guess I did mess that up. So link ID 2. Alright, let's test that. I might have just put it in the wrong spot. So this one is accepting power. We're going to put it for now. Can I get around here safely? If I'm careful. Yeah. For now, we're going to put it right there. Was that immediately full? It was immediately full. It just drained instantly 250,000 RF out of here. Alright, so now the other one should also have power in it because it's sharing that power pool. How am I getting out of here? Very carefully. Let's get rid of this. We don't really actually need it there right now. This one, no, does not have power, so we're going to put it there. Where does this thing want to go? They should share a power pool now. They should be linked. Link ID 2. Unless they both have to be in at the same time. Let me go ahead and make a second card. Maybe they actually both do have to be in at the same time. I thought you just assign the one a number and then put it in the other one, and it's all good to go. What am I looking for? Paper? Right there. Alright, so this one has an ID. Okay, you put it in there and it copies that one right there. Okay, that's the deal. I forgot about that. There. So now that they're sharing a power pool, they can both hold 250,000, so we have a total of 500,000 power. Awesome. They both have 500,000. And I think I can take this, and it will remember all of that if I put it over here next to our farming station, which is the other thing I made. It will now power the farming station. Awesome. And actually, this is supposed to output into that chest right there, but it's going to hold on to some sugarcane because it wants to try to replant them. Let's take this and lock the outputs. Anyway, yeah, I used the slice and splice to go ahead and make a farming station, but I needed a way to power it, and this was the easiest way to power it with a wireless method. That's going to hold 1,000,000 RF. That's going to drain this lava generator like completely. Or not. Wait a minute. 80 RF per tick. 20, 40, 60, 80. Uh-huh. Everything is using 20 RF per tick. How is this still holding that much power if it just like exported 1,000,000 RF? Huh. It's losing power. Okay. I have a solar panel 2 here that's not doing anything at all. It's got like 8 RF per tick or something like that, so it's not really doing anything. That is odd. How is this? Oh, now it's totally drained. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to have to go ahead and make another... I'm going to do 2 more lava generators and set them up probably over here and just connect all this conduit together. I might actually move all 3 of the lava generators to the same side and just put the power cell right there in that spot. So that way the power cell is between generation and usage of all this stuff here. Kind of makes sense to me. Well, these would still not be on the same thing. Generators in the back, power cell right here. And then that conduit will be just between all of it, I guess. Okay, what was the recipe for the lava generator? 2. 8 ones and an ender crystal. So I need a enderman and a vibrant crystal. The vibrant crystal I can make. I need a soul vial with an enderman in it though. Right. Oh well, I guess I'll do that later. So I'm going to need 4 electrum, 3 copper, machine frame, and a block of redstone. That is very doable. So we need 4 gold, 4 silver. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Not active, so it doesn't immediately pull the gold or silver, whichever one melts first, which looks like it's going to be the silver. I want it to sit in there and become the alloy before I take it out. And that'll probably make 8, right? It doesn't do like 1 plus 1 equals 1, it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. Yeah. I think it's only cobalt and ardite that add 1 to 1 and still come out with a 1 instead of 2. Anyway, so 8 electrum. Now I will turn this back on. Get those flowing. And then I need 6 copper total. Like so. 2 machine frames, so let me break down another gold ingot here for the nuggets, and I only need 4 of those, and 4 lapis, 8 iron. Tons of lapis. Actually, let me get an exact number. Like 400 lapis out of here. Yeah, there we go. Wait, did I need 8? It was 8 iron and... Yeah, that's too much. Put those back. And then I need, what, 2 blocks of redstone, right, for the bottom here. So let's get 18 redstone to make the blocks from. Move that out of the way for a second. I'm going to rehook that tank back up as soon as I get these generators going, just so it has a nice backstock of lava. Even though the crucibles probably are enough of a backstock. Yeah, they're all still keeping up completely, except for that one and then the 2 points coming out of this one. I guess everything is still running. Totally fine. It should be... Okay, it's draining the 40 RF per tick from here, because that's overbalancing it. Anyway. Let's go ahead and throw this all together now. 2 machine frames. Oh yeah, we need the plates here. Like so. And now, done. Alright, so the lava generators, let's put these in the back. I don't exactly need to see them. So they can go like that. Let's go ahead and take out the original one. And that's gonna go right there. The lava is on the fluid conduit here. We're gonna say insert lava there. Make sure these are all set correctly. And then power extract. Okay, and then we go, let me go up and around here. Grab the power cell. Hope it doesn't fall off in the void. That's gonna go here. This is... Actually, I can't extract the power from there, can I? Huh. I might have to make a third one. Or just run this cable around a different direction here. Nope, can't jump over that. Let's see, we want the power coming from the generators to go into this power cell. So let's click here, insert power. Cassie's being whiny. Oh. Alright, so insert power to that. Make sure these are all actually running. 80 RF per tick. And they're all draining right now because the conduit is draining them all to charge this power cell. Yeah, it is charging. Everything over here has come to a dead halt now. I'm gonna have to run conduit either behind this, around this, or just change that one side of the power cell to export on the back there, which probably the best option. So let's see here. What is the tool that I need? I guess I could look at the manual. At RF tools. Alright, this is all the RF tools items. I'm going to need, what, the smart wrench? Hopefully it's not like the random dimensional shard mess. It should just be the smart wrench right here. 2 lapis and an iron. I don't know if I can afford that. Maybe I can scrape something together here to make one of those. Ah, just enough. Alright. Now I should be able to just click that side output. Yes. That powered back up. Good, good. Everything here is... Oh, I need the top to be output also. I can't do that with this here. I have to break it and move it. Did I get everything? Yes, okay. This side is also going to be output. And I can pop that back on there. We got a different person in it this time. Let's put the mesh back in. This extra dust isn't going to go in there. I can just do that by hand probably. Or I'll hang on to it, make clay out of it or something. Okay. Extra iron I pulled out there. Alright, so that looks like it's going to take care of all of our power problems. Let me double check the lava here. So this one is not exactly hitting 0, but close. That one is basically hitting 0. That one's close. And that one is close. I think, though, they all had to fill up first. They all hold 4,000. So these crucibles had to fill the generators to start with, and that pulled 4,000 from each of them. Plus there was already one empty. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on it. Make sure it's all running smoothly, continuing forward here. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. That was actually already 30 minutes. Well, 28 minutes. But I did more stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the next episode. Stay tuned, and I'll have the next one up right behind this one. So I'll see you guys then.